Hey, what's good everybody? Guy and Kicks here. So in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the latest New Balance 991 and JJjjound collaboration in the gray colorway. Let me show you guys a quick look and let's jump into this review. So these first drop on February 9, 2023 through the JJjjound website for a retail price of $250. It's going to be another global release through the New Balance website on February 17th, but then a lot of local retailers are going to release these 991s either through a regular drop or via raffle, which is a great indication that the stock on these is pretty decent. Speaking about the release real quick, I gotta say that JJjjound made a lot of people happy, including myself. The reason being is because as bad as the release was, and previous releases have also been pretty bad, I think that JJjjound has to do a better job with their releases. I know they have a security question, maybe they have a captcha. I think they had to step it up a notch. I don't know what goes on behind the scenes. I don't know how good of a job they do canceling bot orders. On Monday, when I was actually coming back from Tennessee, one of my boys on Instagram hit me up and told me that JJjjound was actually doing special invoices. So I did contact them and luckily they did send me a special invoice and I was able to cop these for retail. I guess they were able to cancel a lot of bot orders and maybe that's how they had enough stock left over. I really don't know. That's just my theory and that's probably most people's theory, but they made a lot of people happy and I give them props for that. But overall, they still have to do a better job at these releases because, you know, the hype is there. A lot of resellers are getting in there because there's a lot of resale value with New Balance and JJjjound. They need to do something similar to what MLE and Door does. Have a raffle system. It's pretty simple in my opinion. I don't know how much work that takes, so I really don't know. But as a consumer, it's just so easy to put in a raffle, wait a couple of days and get a result whether you hit or not, instead of waiting online in the middle of the day. Most people can't do it. Most people are working. It's a lot harder for most people. So please, y'all, definitely look into that. Team up with New Balance and Teddy Santis over there. You know, work on something to have a better release system than the one you have now. All right, so starting with the colorway, this is a very familiar colorway, similar to the first New Balance and JJjjound collaboration on the 990 V3 and also on the 992. As you can see here, they call it a gray color, which in my opinion looks like a brown color, similar to the other versions as well. You pretty much have that same gray color throughout the upper of the shoe, and then you have some black accents, some gray accents as well. On the midsole, you have mostly a cream and white midsole, and then on the outsole, you have a black and gray outsole. When comparing the 991 and the 992, as you can see, the 991 is definitely lighter than the 992. Here you get a better side profile. When it comes to the details and materials of the shoe, starting with the inside part of these 991s, on the insoles you will find the JJjjound branding in white, all black insole here. Same thing with the sock lining as well. It's all in the black color. These are New Balance 991, so they are made in the UK, and you will find a Union Jack flag behind the tongue, but on this collaboration they actually blacked it out, which I think is a very cool detail. I almost forgot that the Union Jack flag was there because normally you have it with the regular color. On the front of the tongue, you do have the New Balance 991 embroidered in black. The tongue here is mostly in the reflective material. You will find additional reflective materials on both end logos, on the toe box, and also all the way to the back of the shoe above the heel counter. These come out of the box with these really nice flat cotton laces in a cream color. It's one of my favorite features of this colorway because these cream laces look really good, and I think these laces look a little bit creamier than the ones you'll find on a 992. The upper is primarily constructed of a really nice premium suede. You do have the mesh underlays here as well. As you notice on the toe box and also around the ankle collar, you will find these brown suede panels. The suede on these actually feels very similar to the one you'll find on the 992. I've heard some people say that the suede on these 991s is rougher than the one on the 992. I guess maybe by a little bit. I feel like when you touch them side by side, they feel pretty much the same. As you move over to the lateral side, you will find the reflective end logos similar to the medial side. The blacked out logo has become a signature feature implemented by JJjjound. All the way to the back of the shoe on the heel counter, there will be a cutout with the JJjjound branding as well. Underneath the heel counter, you will find a translucent heel stabilizer. The cushioning system on these 991s feature absorb, and as you can see on the heel and both lateral and medial side, you will find some of that visible absorb material covered by a clear plastic material. Flipping the shoe over to the outsole, black and gray colors here. You have a rubber outsole, endurance branding there on the heel part of the outsole, New Balance there as well. And then on the mid part of the outsole, you have like this plastic bridge that's going to give this outsole more structure and support. The shoes come in a custom cardboard box. You will find some New Balance and JJJjound branding throughout the box as well. And there you have the official tag and SKU. When it comes to sizing with these 991s, these are made in UK sneaker, so I pretty much go with my regular size here. So my regular size is a size 10, primarily because the toe box on the 991 is a bit narrow. So if you have wide feet, definitely consider going true to size at least. Maybe even consider going half a size up. So to give you guys a little bit of a reference point, these are the 992s, which are a 9.5 for me, and these are the 991s, which are a size 10. I don't know if you guys can really notice it here on the video, but the 992 toe box is just a little bit wider compared to the 991. And also the structure and support of the toe box on the 992 just feels a little bit stretchier. You feel like your toes have a little bit more room compared to the 991. In terms of overall comfort, I really don't have a problem with the 991, other than the fact that the toe box is just gonna feel a tad more narrow than it is on a 992, 990 V5, 993 for example. This cushioning system is also pretty well balanced, not too firm, not too soft, similar to like a 992 for example. All right guys, so my overall take with these JJJjound 991s is, first of all, this is a very clean colorway, guys. Yeah, you know, maybe some people were disappointed that the colorway looks too similar to the 992 and the 990 V3, but that's all right, because maybe this colorway is gonna be JJJjound's signature colorway, similar to like the Jordan brand with the bread colorway or the Chicago colorway for example. Anytime you slap those colorways, those classic colorways on shoes, it's always gonna sell and it's always gonna look good. So I really don't have a problem them choosing a similar colorway here on these 991s. And like I said earlier, it's not exactly the same colorway, because on the 992 is a little bit darker than it is on these 991s. I also think that releasing these 991s in this colorway gives other people an opportunity, especially those that have not been able to buy the 992 colorway because the resale value is insane and obviously took an L on the official release. This gives them another chance to buy a similar colorway and a shoe that has a lot of similarities to the 992. I know the 992 is super popular and is still my favorite one between these two, but still, if you don't have the 992 and you're able to cop these now, or you're able to get these for retail, or maybe consider getting them for resale, they're a lot cheaper than getting the 992. So I think that these 991s definitely fill that hole for those people that were not able to get the 992. In terms of areas that I'm gonna nitpick these 991s, starting with the tongue here, I wish that they would have used suede instead of the reflective material, because the suede was just gonna give the shoe more of a premium look, similar to what they did on the 992. Another area that I'm gonna nitpick these, and again, it's not a major issue, it is what it is, and this is something that you normally find on a lot of New Balance sneakers, is that on my pair, for example, I do have some glue stains, primarily on the mudguard and also on the heel part above the heel stabilizer. But overall, guys, a very clean colorway, super wearable, materials are premium as always. So if you're someone interested in these, I definitely recommend you go for them. So with all that being said, let me put these bad boys on and show you guys how they look on feet. Alright guys, so that's it for me. Hopefully this video brought you a detailed look of the New Balance 991 and JJJjound collaboration in the gray colorway. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this colorway, what you think about the overall drop. What should JJJjound be doing to fix these releases? And like always, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. To all the new subscribers, thank you. Anybody who's new to the channel, this is your first time stopping by, you like this type of content, feel free to subscribe, like the video, comment below. Also follow me on Instagram at Guy and Cakes. I'll leave some affiliated links in the description below. Definitely check those out as well. And that's it, guys. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.